Have you heard the news? Some of the biggest car brands like Nissan and Jaguar are struggling to survive. Hard to believe, right? But it's true. Experts warn that these companies are in serious trouble due to poor sales, heavy debt, and failure to adapt to changing trends. If they don't turn things around, it could reshape the car world as we know it. Let's dive into what's happening and what it means for the future of cars. What's causing these once dominant car makers to falter? Let's break down the major factors. Electric vehicles, or EVs, are the future. Everyone knows it. Consumers demand greener options, and governments are enforcing stricter regulations to cut emissions. But older brands are struggling to catch up. Producing EVs is costly. Batteries, the heart of EVs, require expensive materials like lithium and cobalt, which are in limited supply. Building EV factories and retraining workers adds to the financial burden. Meanwhile, companies like Tesla and Rivian have set a high standard for innovation, leaving traditional brands scrambling. Lacking partnerships or cutting-edge tech, these legacy brands are falling further behind. Many brands are burning through cash at an alarming rate. Nissan, for example, has been forced to cut jobs and reduce production to stay afloat. Rising manufacturing costs and global supply chain issues exacerbate the problem. Without crucial parts, production slows, sales drop, and profits shrink, creating a vicious cycle. For some brands, past failed projects and poor management have compounded their struggles, leaving little room for innovation. Today's car buyers expect more than just a reliable vehicle. They want stylish designs, eco-friendly options, and advanced tech like self-driving capabilities. Seamless smartphone integration is now a must-have feature. Unfortunately, older brands often fail to meet these expectations, losing ground to more agile competitors. Younger consumers in particular prioritize sustainability and cutting-edge innovation, making it even harder for outdated models to compete. These three brands are facing some of the steepest challenges in the industry. Nissan has implemented cost-cutting measures, but they're struggling to regain their footing. Even Infiniti, their luxury brand, is failing to attract buyers. Some newer models have been criticized for outdated designs, making it harder for Nissan to compete with sleeker, more modern options. Reports show their global market share is shrinking, and without significant changes, their future looks uncertain. Jaguar plans to go all-electric by 2025, but their journey is riddled with obstacles. Last year, sales dropped nearly 20%, while competitors like BMW and Mercedes reported steady growth. Jaguar's competitors are pouring resources into EVs and luxury features, leaving the brand struggling to keep up. Tata Motors, Jaguar's parent company, is also under pressure, and analysts speculate that a merger or drastic downsizing might be the only way for Jaguar to survive. Mitsubishi's decline in the US market is hard to ignore. The discontinuation of the Mirage highlights their shrinking presence. Despite efforts to focus on hybrid technology, Mitsubishi hasn't gained the traction they hoped for. Critics argue that their marketing and product development fail to connect with today's consumers, further complicating their recovery. Thinking about purchasing a car from one of these brands? Here's what to consider. Good news. Dealers are offering deep discounts to move inventory. Many models come with decent warranties, and you might score luxury features at a fraction of the cost compared to other brands. Bad news. If the company collapses, finding parts and service could become a headache. Third-party suppliers may stop producing components, and service centers could close. Resale value is another concern. It could plummet, leaving you with an asset that's difficult to sell. If you're tempted by a good deal, do your research first. Check reviews and feedback from current owners. Investigate the company's financial health and the reliability of the model you're considering. Ask the dealer about long-term parts and service availability. A little homework now can save you from costly problems down the road. Have you owned a car from one of these brands? What was your experience? Do you think these companies can bounce back, or is this the end of the road? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't miss our next video on the car brands thriving in 2025. See you there.